Silence in prayer in times of confusion or dilemma is very important. In difficult situations, dilemmas, or quest between truth and charity, sometimes we seek justification. We quickly identify the wrong and the betrayal. We are cornered by pain. We seek relief by exposing that individual who has failed us. And sometimes the world is happy and will clap for us. Pope Francis, in his apostolic letter, Patris Cordis, with the Father's love, says that often in life, things happen whose meaning we do not understand. Our first reaction is frequently one of disappointment and rebellion. Joseph set aside his ideas in order to accept the course of events, and mysterious as they seem, to embrace them, to take responsibility for them, and to make them part of history. St. Joseph gives us an insight to be quiet and try to move silently. That is when you hear the voice of God. However, this is not against admonishing evil or correcting one another. St. Joseph is moving silently and willing to divorce Mary without exposing her. Shows how he had loved her, the love that covers the shame of the other. No matter what happened, he did not want to expose her. He understood what could have happened according to the Jewish custom, stoning by death. Though this would not have happened because this was God's plan. Joseph reverses the human ego of self-glorification or justification, which we must fight against every day of our lives. What happens when someone wrongs me or you? The tendency is to prove how wrong he was to everyone else. See how families are breaking so fast? Because sometimes we lack enough patience to hold a little while and see what God would have done in such situations. St. Joseph teaches us to hold a little while in silence prayer. Family life should be oriented towards saving each other, should aim at covering one another from shame. However, not abandoning one's responsibility from one's action, but taking moments of prayer on all occasions. Ask ourselves, what is God's will upon these family situations when things are not working well? It is in that silence God will speak to you. Secondly, let us seek grace of obedience towards God's will. In Scripture, whenever God calls people for mission, sometimes it is not easy. It requires change in life. Abraham left his ancestral land. Moses left his job of taking care of the sheep. And here Joseph has to embrace a new life by taking care of Jesus. He accepted to be a foster father of Emmanuel, God with us. When God calls couples, he wants them to be one, to resemble, to sacrifice, and to love one another fully. Is this not a change of life? Take a look at the moment the fathers at home toil long hours for their family. The moment the mothers work extra time by waking up early in the morning to make the family better. And the children stand in between helping with the different family chores without complaining. This is driven by love and silent prayer. Joseph teaches us three things about the family. 1, seek God in silence when you can't understand the life situation. 2, follow God's voice and will. And 3, be ready to change in life depending on God's plan.